like on that side. I can't explain what I believe when I look to you. I'll try when you were there. I'll find a place to hide.
Yes, people, welcome back to Not in My Lifetime channel for looks like I'm solo. Trust me, Bevo will be here shortly. He's just sorting some stuff out at the moment, but he'll be on in a bit. And don't worry, it actually isn't internet issues for once. Well, so far anyway, as far as I'm aware. I know it's not that yet. Oh god, great start, Luke. Great start. There we go. Much better. There we are. We're back now. Big up everyone. Obviously, I know Martin's live right now. OJ's live just now as well. So big up anyone who's coming in from no shows as well. Yeah, so City are doing pretty well, aren't they? Since obviously we last spoke, obviously we beat Sunderland 3-0. Ryan Cherky obviously did that Rabona assist. Since then, beat Madrid, beat Palace, and beating Brentford in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup yesterday. Got to say, a pretty good run of games. Well, I know obviously the title says a question mark, but it actually is 6 wins in a row, which is brilliant. I think I'm playing some good stuff at the moment. We're playing, it's nice seeing this team a bit more up for it now. Obviously, getting into the swing of things, a bit more momentum on our side now, which is fantastic. And yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm really enjoying the style play we're building on. Obviously, I know it's not perfect. There's some things that we obviously want to work on. Obviously, injuries to certain players like Doku, obviously, and Bob now, obviously from yesterday's game. But as I look forward to, obviously, a big up, obviously, Alf as well. Obviously, I was on Alf's show earlier on, as we were doing on Thursday. Shout out City as always. A big up to him as well. Make sure to go leave on our stream and subscribe to him as well on the road to 1.2k himself over there. Of course, put a comment there as well. Big up everyone. Yada yada. Also, big up Talsiv as well. Big up, bro. I know you're obviously in Alpha chats as well. So big up to you, man. But yeah. So it's all good vibes right now. I know. Obviously, there's been some news today about a certain manager. Obviously, Pep Guardiola. Is has some news obviously from what David Ornstein today regarding the contract situation. Obviously him being linked with leaving the club. I'm gonna be perfectly real with you here. I hope the comments are not too wrong. Should be right. Okay, cool. Oh, actually, specifically Bevo. Maybe hold on. I've screwed up here. Hold on, I've done it wrong. There he is. There we go. Yeah, big up, bro. You're good. Apologies for the darkness, by the way. My light has died on me now, so I look like I'm in darkness now, which is fun. But yeah, well, it is what it is anyway. But how you doing, bro? You good?
Yeah, not bad. If I have to dart off for a sec, I'm just getting my tea out of the oven. That's all it is. Nothing exciting.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I didn't say chat, obviously, a bit in and out, but it's nice to sort of just have a nice chilled chat with everyone, and it's good, isn't it? 6 wins in a row since our last chat. We beat Madrid at the Bernabeu, we beat Palace 3-0, and we beat Brentford 2-0. So, gotta say, it's been pretty good recently. And I think one player, what obviously get into in a bit, who's been unbelievable, is Ryan. I mean, obviously,
the thing is as well. I'll just jump in quickly. The thing is our team's actually scoring goals, not relying on own goals like that shithouse's team in the chat. Our team actually looks convincing and scores goals, not relies on own goals. So.
Other than Gyökeres, who scored like 6 goals this season and hasn't scored for like 2 months almost now. So, yeah, pretty much night and day in terms of attacks now, especially at both clubs. But no, honestly, it feels good to be watching this team. I mean, every game now I look forward to it, even if it's like obviously a different team. Obviously, obviously having Trafford in goal. And a bit of variation, but even so, yesterday I thought everyone came in this day and did a job yesterday. I know obviously Randall wasn't really great, but I said to you on the phone yesterday, it was all about getting through the game. To get through the game, get the semi-finals, and that's the most important thing. And obviously got Newcastle, which obviously we'll also get into a little bit, but it feels good that we're doing like so far so good, really, isn't it? Top 2 right now in the league, of the 2 off Arsenal. Champions League with top 4. In top 8, obviously quite well. Was it on points right now? We're doing pretty well on that run. We're just doing what we need to do right now. We're just staying in the fight, everything. which we always said last season, just stay in the fight for long as you can.
Exactly. All you can do.
Yeah. Also, I was saying, well, obviously, I'm sure you might have seen the news. I'm not sure you've seen the news or not about that David Ornstein shared today regarding Pep.
Do you want to know what my theory on it is?
Go on.
Because Ornstein said that it's sources outside of the club, I believe.
Yes, he did.
Sources
Yeah.
outside of the club. I genuinely believe that this is for no other reason than the media just trying to ruffle a few feathers. At the end of the day, we've gone on to. I'm not being funny. Why weren't they saying it when we got beat by Newcastle? It's since the run of form, since we've beaten Real Madrid, since we've beaten Brentford, since the run of games that we've had. It's been since then that the news has come out of Pep might leave at the end of the season. I think that's no other reason than to try and cause a bit of an upset around the club, to try and knock the players off a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean, and honestly, it's a bit weird. Well, why now all of a sudden? Like again, like why would Pep want to decide he wants to go now? Like, and also I'm not against Maresca, by the way, but I don't really think the club. I just don't see the point of us getting Donnarumma and Cherki and Pep. I'm done then. Bye. It doesn't make any sense.
I'm going to put it out there, and I am going to say that Pep will sign a new deal.
I think he will
by next Christmas.
Yeah, I agree on that. I just personally don't see why were you bringing Donnarumma and Cherki and players like Reinders and that, obviously a new team and then you think that's it, I'm off.
Well, the other thing to consider as well is Pep has always said he is committed to his contract. If he doesn't want to stay, he will not extend his contract. Exactly. He's never ever said, I'm going to leave before my contract ends. He's always said he will honour his contract. So this whole BS about Pep's going to be leaving at the end of the season, he's always said he'll honour his contract. And if he feels like he doesn't want to stay past that, then he won't sign a new deal. But his contract's until 2027.
Yeah.
So that for me is just it's an external source. It says well-placed sources outside of the club.
What the hell does that mean?
Now, firstly, there is really no well-placed sources outside of the club, because the club probably don't even know yet.
No, exactly. Yeah. Like what's I'm sorry, what? All of a sudden, recently, I'm gonna leave in the end of the season, in the middle of my contract I've just signed.
The other thing which I think is really, really important to know, one of the main reasons that Cherki came to City was because he wanted to work under Pep. One of the main reasons that Haaland signed a 10-year deal was because he wanted to continue working under Pep. Pep's not going to say to Haaland and Cherki, "Oh yeah, boys, come and sign for me. We'll have a good season, and then I'm off."
It doesn't make any sense. One last dance. I'm off now. Have fun with Maresca.
Unless it comes directly from the club, mate, I do not believe it.
If it's Simon Bashkowski, if it's Jack Gorn, if it's Sam Lee, anyone like that who goes to the club, then I'll have interest in understanding what the story is.
I'm telling
But
you
I'm
now,
sorry.
it's bollocks to try and rustle a few feathers around the club to try and knock our confidence because we've gone on to a winning streak of games. That's all it is.
Yeah. Agreed on that one, mate.
It wouldn't even surprise me, mate, if it was Arteta and his fucking light bulb moment. Because when you think about it, though, well-placed sources outside of the club doesn't necessarily mean, a friend or a relative.
No.
At the end of the day, Arteta was under Pep.
Maresca as well.
He's probably a friend. He probably talks. Now, would you consider Arteta to be a well-placed source outside of the club? Because I would.
Possibly.
Would
yeah.
you say that? Would you say Company was a well-placed source outside of the club? Would you say that Maresca was a well-placed source outside of the club?
Yep. This is what I mean, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just think, right, if Pep's going to leave the end of the season, right, it'll be a club announcement that this will be Pep's last season, or Pep is going to decide to end his time at City at the end of his current contract. That will be the tweet that comes out, if anything, from City. But
I'm telling you, mate, I will sit here and do a stream in an Arsenal shirt if Pep leaves at the end of the season. Trust me, I am so confident that he ain't.
Yeah, no, I agree with that one there. But I thought, really, this is what we're doing. We're doing really crap news story. Like, it's Ornstein. Seriously, you think Ornstein and Romano are not guilty of being given the pound note just to put a bit of PR out there? Like, come on, man. Like, Ornstein literally runs the Athletic. Romano runs his own bloody brand at this point. Of course, clubs are going to use them to press news about, aren't they? Underhand. It always happens all the time. So, for me, I just think, as you say, it's a load of bollocks. I'm not saying Pep won't leave. Of course, he'll leave at some point, but he won't leave randomly.
Forever, is he?
No, of course not. But even we know that ourselves, right? I mean, you saw reactions on Twitter to say, "Oh, City are finished in 2 years' time." Or City finished a year.
He's also not going to leave City in a position where we're going to struggle to find a good replacement for him. Exactly. He's not going to do that. He loves the club. Yeah, he absolutely loves the club. At the end of the day, we've given him everything, absolutely everything. Just the same as he's given us everything. You know, it's been a tale of, two sides. You know, we've given him everything and he's given us everything. And I just think, for me, he's probably assessing the situation and saying, well, Company's not quite ready. Maybe another year or two and he'll be ready. Maresca, I don't see Maresca being a suitable fit, to be honest with you. Arteta can stay exactly where he is. He's won nothing, so
I'll have Company or Maresca if I had to have out of the two of them, but I'm not having Arteta or anyone in the club.
No, not even. He doesn't even get into my top 10, to be honest with you.
No.
If you want to be Manchester City Football Club and you want to be winning trophies, you sign a manager that has won trophies.
Yeah. Oh, but when FA Cup, yeah, with Emery's team, well done. Do
you know who I wouldn't mind as a Pep successor? That Alphonse Areola from Bournemouth. I think he's a good manager.
Anthony Areola, yeah, the guy who's
whatever he's called. The Bournemouth manager. I think he's a class manager.
I know that Bournemouth been a bit hit and miss this season, but considering the squad he has, he's
not got a very good team. Let's be real. He's got Semenyo, one or two others, and that's pretty much it.
Semenyo, Evanilson, Brooks is a decent player, but he's okay, I suppose. But
I'm not being funny. But Brooks isn't Bernardo Silva. He's not Nico Gonzalez. He's not Rodri. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. He's not Phil Foden.
I mean, well, I like Evanilson. I like Semenyo. That's what they're both good players, and
I don't mind
But yeah, you're right.
Clivert. I think Clivert
And
is a
truth,
player.
and truth there as well. The left back they got from France, he's really good as well. But to be fair, he's better than buddy Kirkes right now. And actually upgraded on
Yeah, well,
Kirkes.
yeah. But if you look at
So,
it, player for player, like for like, we're on a whole different planet. And he still managed to. I mean, you look at Bournemouth this season; they're what, the top 5, something like that.
they were they're like 13th now, but they win like a
Are
couple of
they?
games. Yeah, the league's changed a lot, mate, since then. Yeah, they went through like a 6-7 game losing winless streak, so haven't had the best form recently. But then again, Bournemouth, right? It could win like 2 or 3 games in a row, something like 4th or 5th. Like
Yeah.
it's a mad season this year, the mad league this year. It's very close together. So, but yeah, I just think as Bevo said, I just don't think this is something to be worried about. It's just news again put out there to try and sort of ruffle feathers and that, and see what happens and that kind of stuff. Sort of see what moves and see what forces people to do, and see whether it sort of shakes us up. But I don't think it will anyway. I think it's just news to be put out there at random time to see what sticks basically. But yeah, I'm not bothered. Like, anyway, Pep's got a deal until the end of next season. Until then, as far as I'm aware, he'll be a City manager next year anyway. And look, if Pep wants to go into in next season, mate, then it is what it is. But
Oh, of
I'm
course. I mean, if he's had a bit of a change of heart and said, "Look, I can't do next season as well. Like, it's just a bit too much. I know I said I'd honour my contract, but I haven't. I'm done."
yeah,
Then
fair enough.
fair enough. But the thing is, he's gone from having a pretty bad season, in his respects,
Yeah,
to now having a pretty good season, I'd say. So far, he can see the progression from last season to this season. Why
massively.
would
Yeah.
he looks excited? He says that he's excited. He says that he's happy. Why would he want to leave at the end of the season when he's all of those things?
It's a good point. Yeah, it's a good point.
I'm not going to
I
say.
agree with
I'm
that.
not going to say to my boss, am I? Listen, I'm not going to say to my boss, listen, I'm really, really happy here. I'm really excited about coming into work every day. Oh, but by the way, I'm off next month.
It's like what? Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, does it? It's like this is why I don't believe any. Even, this is why, right? Even with Ornstein and Romano, right? Everything must be taken with a big pinch of salt. Because at the end of the day, right? Journalists don't know the truth of everything. They think they do, but they
Has
know the
Romano
angle.
even said that it's true?
Well, this is the thing, though. Like I've seen like someone quote something, Romano saying something, but I don't know whether that's he said something or not. Personally, I don't think he said anything at all. I think I'll have a look. I still see he mentioned it on his Twitter account. I just think it's just some. I just think it's Ornstein being put up to do something as is a big account.
I'm
Just
going to be
rough feathers.
real, mate. I genuinely believe that it's a source probably close to Arsenal. Alexa off. I think it's a source probably close to Arsenal Football Club that wants to ruffle a few feathers and try and play a few shithouse tactics to try and divert us from winning games. That's what I think it could be.
Well, speaking
Personally.
of yeah. Well, speaking of obviously games, obviously we have 2 more to obviously end the year. Obviously, I know the recent games we obviously have won the last 3 since our last stream. I mean, I thought Madrid was a brilliant performance considering the fact that it was against the Madrid team at the Bernabeu, and we all know how the Bernabeu can be at times for any team. But even they're a crap Madrid team without some of their best players, Madrid are still a hard team to beat in the Champions League at a Bernabeu, no matter who you are. So I think for me that was a massive result, especially away from home as well. One our form wasn't the best away from home at that time. It was a great result, but for me, the Palace result was absolutely brilliant. Because around Palace were in the game as well to start with, but we sort of just found a way to get ourselves in the game and sort of get the chances we had. I mean, that Haaland header was unbelievable. The way he got onto the end of that Nunes, by the way, Nunes was unbelievable himself that game. Great cross from Nunes for that first goal, but the header was exceptional. Like honestly, Haaland's heading this year has been brilliant. He really has got better at it. And also, Shirky, by the way, in that game, that assist of Foden's goal, the run, the shimmy, and the layoff, like he has been a revelation this season for us. £30 million is one of the biggest bargains I've seen ever. It is. It's an unbelievable bargain. It is honestly exceptional how we got that. How we got that him for that amount of money for not even 1/3 of Florian Wirtz's transfer fee. Who bear around, I think he got GNA yet league yet this year.
You could buy 4 Ryan Jerkies and still have change.
Yeah, this is how mad it is, isn't it? This is how mad the signing is. Like we got him and Donnarumma for not even like half of what it costs to get Wirtz.
Yeah.
This is why, right? Man City do not have a Galactica window. Even if we play big, we don't do we ever go on big players really? Apart from like
Put
one
it this
big.
way, yeah. You for the amount of money that they spent on Wirtz and Isak, you could have 8 or 9 Ryan Jerkies. That's nearly a full 11 just full of Ryan Jerkies.
Yeah, crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. Honestly, it is absolutely crazy. Like, but like when you watch him and Foden together, right? I mean, and I'm going Saturday, so I'm looking forward to watching this duo on Saturday. I'm very excited to watch them live. The way that they played together, right? It's like watching two young players in the cages growing up. You know, playing street football. Like,
it is. You're right.
FIFA Street. You know, like again, where I live, I've got like a little like goals where I live. I don't know, a few times with mates over the years, obviously playing in the small goals, obviously, and doing like little skill moves, obviously, a little like a little pan of games. Like that's what it is watching Cherky and Foden now. Both of them are playing so well and playing at a level that I don't think I've seen since like maybe of KDB and Demo Silva together. Like the way that they're linking up is exceptional, and I think they're both still well. Obviously, Foden's a bit more experienced than Cherky is, but Cherky's only 22 years old.
What I like is even if we do lose a game of football, as long as they ball out, like I'm happy because I'm seeing good football.
Yeah. We're seeing skills. We're seeing great assists. We're seeing just fun. It's so refreshing to have football to watch. That's fun and enjoyable again. Like the Rabona cross for Foden's goal was unbelievable in his own right, but the way we're just playing the ball around the park and that, not even just them two, but like everyone to get more involved. Obviously, it's not the whole team. Obviously, isn't as technically gifted as them two are, but when you've got players like that on the pitch, you can do nothing. You can do something out of nothing. That is exceptional to have, and it's massive in big games. I think it's exciting times right now to be a City fan, and there's so much to look forward to and see how far we can go in Europe, in the FA Cup, in the Carabao, in the league. Like we're in a good spot right now. You know, I think if we can carry on that away form against Palace and Madrid and go into that Forest game, obviously post West Ham, obviously trying to get a win, just keep improving on the little things that they need to work on. Hopefully get Rodri back soon. Hopefully get Kovacic back hopefully soon. Hopefully get Doku back. Get our players back fit as well. If we can get a almost fully fit squad back together again, then I can't wait to see how far this team can really go. It's a really exciting time, and it's just when you compare last season to this season, right, and the night and how night and day it was compared to obviously and the if it's even the word an enjoyability factor, if that's even the bloody phrase. But the way I'm looking forward to games now, each week I'm looking forward to every game we play now. Like last year, I thought, here we go, another game to play. What happened this time? This time I'm just thinking, you know what? We're playing today. Bring it on. I'm actually excited to watch a play again, and it's nice to have that feeling back again. You know what I mean? So it's nice, and I'm looking forward to Saturday. Looking forward to Forest. I'm looking forward to all the games coming up because, injuries to Doku are helpful. It's not helpful to have players that are injured, which isn't ideal. But players that are coming in for them are doing well, and are stepping up. Now, obviously, look, Savinho. Look, what obviously gone to Brentford a bit, and Savinho's goal. I know it's a defective goal, but we need him specifically to get form himself. Like again, if Doku's out for a week or two, I need Savinho to be on form. so that we're not missing Doku as much.
Yeah, no, I
Because
agree.
now I think that goal will do him a lot of good, and hopefully we'll start seeing a bit more from him in terms of I'm not asking for goals from him. I'm asking for a bit of contribution. He needs more of assists and goals. That's fine. But we need I need a pair of wingers that I can offer a lot more than what they're doing right now. Like Doku for me has done that and
Yeah,
has done it pretty well. But Savinho got to see a lot more from him. I've got to see a Savio of last year in this current team. A bit more confidence, a bit more having to go for it, a bit more of a maverick. Start getting that kind of side back again in him. Because again, if both are on form, them two together will be unbelievable. But again, one player's got that form now. Can Savio get that form himself? That's what I want to see right now. That's what I want to see. Big up Hong. Obviously, Hong was at the Bernabeu. Obviously, he was at Palace as well. I think I'm not sure about Brentford, but I know he was at a couple of games. Big up to Hong as well. His channel's description as well. Go and watch his stuff. It's a good vlogs. And we are, bro. And we are in a position compared. I mean, last year, but this time last year, bro, was what like we were like drawn with Palace 2-0, wasn't it? Palace 2-0, Lost United 2-1 at home. That Nunez bozo, and then that was a miserable December, wasn't it? Miserable December.
The thing is, going and beating Palace away from home 3-0 when they're doing well this year. That's quite a statement, really.
Definitely, I agreed. Oh, 100% Hong. Honestly, Shirky for me is probably along with Haaland is for someone on the team sheet for me right now.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I'm understanding if Pep wants to rotate him or rest him, of course, I understand that. Because again, I'm not asking to play every game because of course not. You can't throw in the deep end all the time. At some point, you've got to give him a bit of a rest. But I tell you, mate, he came on Wednesday, right, and he showed some cojones. And he showed a little bit of like pride and also a little bit of like leadership. He's a new player, mate. He's coming to that team and showing a little bit of hunger and pride, and I love that about him.
Yeah,
he really does. He gives a shit, mate, about this club,
he does.
And that's refreshing, mate. Because honestly, someone like him will be a Ballon d'Or winner in his career. For me,
he deserves to be in the shout.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be this year, next year, but I can definitely see in a couple of years' time being in like top 10, top 5
conversation. Well, definitely.
I think honestly, Ash, I hope he does. I think if Savio can get a couple more goals and start getting the hit and form, then hey.
What age can you win the what do they call it? The Golden Boy.
Oh, the Golden Boy. I don't know actually. Is it 21? I think. Hold on, Golden Boy. Requirements. Look.
Because that's probably one that he could win this year.
Under 21, so he's 22 now. So not anymore, sadly. But it would. I think it would have been last year, definitely. But yeah, I'll agree with you there. I'll have my hands up. Mate, I was as well. I won't lie to you, right? I was gutted we didn't get Florian, but I'm not gonna sit here and say I wasn't. But
is it 21? Sorry, is it 21 from when the season started? Or is it 21 from when you received the award?
Oh, nominees must be under the age of 21, and specifically for the 25 award, players must have been born on or after January 1st, 2005. So he's not him.
Oh, right. So, okay.
Yeah, but we'll just say like Yamal will have every chance of winning it again this year and next year.
Yeah.
I forget how old he is. Like what is it? 18 years old? 18?
Something like that. Yeah.
Fucking mad, isn't it? Like he's 18 still. Like he's been around for like 3 years now. Like he's been playing since like 15 years old. It's crazy. Absolutely great. It's in 10 years' time, bro. He'll be like 28 years old and still playing when he was prime.
I know, mate. I know.
Baffling, man. Crazy stuff, man. But honestly, I agree. I agree, Hom. Shirky maybe get about versus well, mate. Florian versus GNA record, mate, in the season, even in all competitions, mate. 2 assists is absolutely mental. How many games he's played compared to Shirky?
When I've watched Verts play as well, the one thing that I noticed, like all these Liverpool fans are saying to me, like, "Oh, he creates so many chances." Like, I don't think he does.
No,
He loses the ball a lot. There was one game, I'm pretty sure there was one game where he lost the ball 19 times.
Jesus Christ, 19 times, bloody hell. That is mad, honestly. Do you want Savio to stay another season? Do you know what it is, right? I'm not one of these people that demands the player leave because of what happened in the summer. Like I've said before, if he can get the form going and start showing a little bit more fight and a little more impetus in the games he's playing, then I'm all for having him around the squad. Like I don't think he's a bad player. I just think that what it is, he needs to get out of his own head. He's a player for me that as a confidence player. If he's confident and he's on it, like we've seen last year. Last year, even a bad season, like the way he can sort of take players on across the ball is brilliant.
Yeah,
That's like if one thing he has of a Doku for me, it's crossing and creativity of a Doku. I mean, Doku's get better at crossing, but I think Doku's a better goal scorer than Savio. I think
Savio can't shoot, mate. He's awful at shooting.
Mate, that Juventus game, mate, was like what was that game? It was just like a 1 in a million chance. It's like like all the worlds aligned for one last time and he just fouled it in top right. Fair play. It was a great goal. Oh, it's what I mean. Like, honestly, right? I mean, I actually been watching Shirky before he joined City anyway, so I didn't know how good he was. But when you see him play for your club, is a whole different level. Like Shirky, I knew was a very talented player, even at 16, 17 years old, coming through the ranks at Leon. But the way he's playing right now, mate, at 22 years old, the balls to do what he's doing, mate, like to take the ball out of the sky, mate, from a corner, cut inside, and bang it in top right is exceptional.
I'm pretty sure Cherky was a bit like Yamal, though. I'm sure he made his first team appearance for Leon at like 15.
Ooh, that's a good. It's over that 16, isn't it? It's one or two, but I did know he played very young for.
Oh, he played very young, mate.
Ironically, I found a picture of him celebrating against us in the Champions League, mate.
That was the year that Leon beat us in the Champions League quarterfinals.
Yeah, there we go. He made his senior debut for Leon on October 19th, 2019, in a 0-0 draw versus Dijon at just 16 years old.
Crazy.
And do you know what's crazy, right? Look at a picture of him then and now. It's like a different really, apart from a beard. It's crazy. It's like he made his debut in the UCL, mate, in November at 16. It's like what the fuck? He's the youngest ever player to score for Leon in a 7-0 Coupe de France win over well, that's a very French name. Age 16 years old. He's 16 years old, youngest ever player. Like it was like he broke into the reserve side at 15. Like this is
that was it. Yeah.
Like, but mate, honestly, right, the way he touches the football, mate. I've actually had a look, and this might sound crazy to some people, right? But the way Zidane was a player, right, and the way he touched the balls down from the sky, right, very similar to Cherky. And that sounds like a massive compliment, and it is. But I'm not saying he is Zidane, by the way. That's massive to say about anyone.
Yeah, I mean,
a way to go. Let's say because he's
I have got a very unpopular opinion on Zinedine Zidane. I actually don't think he's as good as people think.
See, I like him, but I do agree with you. I'm
massively overrated.
I'm a Zidane fan, but I'm not. I know I thought he was better than I about Hullet and that for me. That's just me.
Yeah, no, I'm the same.
I go to the game very early. I see Cherky walks around the pitch. That's mad. Yeah, to be fair, I've actually seen that. I've seen it, to be fair. He's a very quiet guy, actually, isn't he, Shirky? He's a very quiet guy. He's not a massive party guy, is it? Something you go out in the media.
Yeah,
He's
but
very
the thing is, though, like when you start playing football professionally, like for first teams as young as what you do, it'll go one of two ways. You'll either adopt like a party lifestyle like Yamal has, or you'll knuckle down and focus on football, which is what he did.
Yeah, exactly. He played at UEFA Youth League against City back in 2018 with Leon. He even scored in that one. Wait, what Youth League in 2018? So he'd have been what? 14, 15. My God,
Mhm.
14, 15. Jesus, mate. This is the kind of player. This is the kind of player that we've got at this club, mate. Honestly, this guy's only going to get better and better as well.
Yeah.
Like this like that. Honestly, right? I mean, I personally don't see him getting 30 goals this year. I think we'll get like 15 goals. If I'm being real, for
I
City this
think
season.
If he hadn't have got the
The injury.
injury that kept him out for like what was it, about a month?
A month and a half, roughly. Yeah.
And he'd have played more minutes because if you look at it, he went through a period of time where he was getting like 10 minutes here, 8 minutes here, 15 minutes here, and he was still doing something. He was still getting assists and goals and stuff. But I think if he'd have been given 45 minutes, 50 minutes, you probably would be in the conversations of him being at least on 8 or 9 goals by now.
Yeah, agreed. 100%. I mean, I think there's two players that have really that obviously apart from maybe Foden and Shirky, Haaland as well, because Haaland we all know is unbelievable anyway.
Mhm.
I think if there's two players I want to give a lot of respect for this year, it's Nico Riley and Mateus Nunes.
Yeah.
Those two have come into a position, right, at fullbacks where they're not when the midfielder's playing fullback and done exceptionally well. Nunes, by the way, I know he has a bozo gene in him at times.
Back in 2 minutes.
That's what it was. But the way that Nunes has managed to sort of improve himself on the defensive capabilities and improve overall in terms of managing against different wingers and playing obviously a bit more on the attacking side, he's really improved massively. I think he's done proved a lot of people wrong, which is great to see. I think it's so nice to have a player like him who started off maybe not necessarily in the best way, but has adapted to a new position, come in and has just shown a level of maturity and a level of improvement that I haven't seen probably since like Zinchenko probably or Dell probably at that position. And like that cross for the first goal against Palace was brilliant, on the money, bang on the. It was like something that Cancelo would do for Haaland. And I'm not saying it would be obviously a Trivela cross. I think Trivela cross is more obviously Joao's game, but to me, it's just got the ability in both feet to sort of just cross that ball in and sort of create opportunities. I think he's definitely sort of proving himself right now to be the best right back of the club. Obviously, Husnov did well yesterday as well. I know obviously the red card thing was a bit of a bit of a contentious one, but and I get that, I do. But I think since that tackle, he sort of massively improved and got better and better and more confident in himself. I think Husnov's going to be a big player for us this season as well. I mean, he won't play every game, but he'll definitely be a massive squad player for sure. Oh, there we go. Right, big up Hong. I just seen your message, mate. What was it? Something like that. That was it. Yeah, Mattis Cherky is on target and gets that's man. That's the thing. People don't realize that his first name is actually Mattis. It's not Rayan Cherky. It's Mattis Rayan Cherky. Obviously it's Mattis is obviously his first name, but it's crazy. It's crazy. Like he was 15 back then, scoring against us in the UEFA Youth League. Mental. Honestly, that is crazy. But it just shows you how talented he was. I mean, I think at one point last year, I think PSG were about to get him or something, or managed to get him on a medical from Leon, but it never actually went through in the end. I think I'm not sure I'm right. I'm sure someone in the chat will probably sort of say or not, but was it him that actually said no to as the move something like that? I think I heard sort of that he wants to Leon. I think. which is crazy. It just shows, obviously, he wasn't pulled in by the fashion like sort of Paris, obviously, and PSG and all the money there. He wanted to obviously go to either stay at Lyon, obviously, or go somewhere else. I think Shirky's just, he's just come in and sort of shown that maturity and that talent, that raw talent that he's got. Like, he's technically one of the best players I think I've seen at the club in a long time. Probably since, obviously, I thought Kev was a brilliant player. I think Kev technically was a good player. I think maybe I'm not sure whether he's naturally as gifted as Shirky is, but definitely technically he massively improved as he is by De Bruyne for sure. I'm not saying he's not technically good to play. He's a brilliant player at De Bruyne, but I think Shirky's talent and abilities with football is definitely up there with the very best I think I've seen at the club for sure. Which obviously is very long. I'm 25 years old, but it's more the fact I think for what I see on the pitch and sort of my sort of analysis of the game. I don't think I've seen. I mean, Bevo last year, I think you just come back.
Yeah, man.
Because I always thought Kev was a talented player, like a technically talented player, but I don't think he was like Shirky. Do you know what I mean? Like
No.
he was. De Bruyne's ability on the football, so the passing and shooting was out of this world. I think that's something. I think he's better. I think he's better than Shirky at that. Because I think if there's one thing I think Shirky can definitely aspire to be is to get to that level of passing that Kev had. I know he can do it a little bit, but not like the precision with both feet.
The only similarity that I can establish between Kevin De Bruyne and Cherky is the ability to read the movement of players and to read the game.
Yeah.
I'm not saying by any means that Cherky's on the same level as Kev at that, but there are very few players that can read the game incredibly well, and Cherky is one of them.
Yeah.
No one did it better than Kevin De Bruyne. No one could read a game better than Kevin De Bruyne. But you look at some of the passes that Cherky's making, even the ones that aren't turning into goals. Like, look at the one yesterday where he played that over the top pass straight onto the end of Phil Foden's boot. And then rather than Foden trying to shoot, he decided to turn and face away from the goal. Like, those types of passes, like, unless you have the ability to read players' movements and understand the game, like you're never making that pass.
No, exactly. And I think because I think I'm right. I think I'm right. I think Shirky. I think actually, I'm not sure he looked up to Kevin De Bruyne. I do know. I think he actually sort of like bases a lot of the passing style thing on him, which I think I could definitely see that. But I think if anything, I think it's. I think Shirky reminds me more of something like David Silva more than I'd say De Bruyne. I think De Bruyne's style of football and the way he rammed the ball and carried the ball was different to a lot of players I've seen. You know what I mean?
I'm going to be honest. For me, I haven't seen a player like Cherky.
No.
Someone who is quite small but quite stocky. He's got tremendous physicality. Very, very technically gifted. I think you'll struggle to find a player in the world right now that is more comfortable with the ball at his feet than Cherky.
Yeah.
I think because he's been playing at such a high level for such a long period of time, since he was a kid, his ability to read the game, but not just read the game, have the game management as well. Like, you look at that game where I forget who it was we were playing, and he come on and he was telling everyone to calm down.
Yeah, Fulham.
So he come on, he was telling everyone to calm down. You won't find 21, 22-year-olds with that level of game management unless they've been playing for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He just has that ability about him where like he just can sort of just get everyone to sort of just chill and go at his tempo. I think that's quite a big thing. I mean, for me, right? I can see him getting better and better. I generally feel like he hasn't even reached the highest level they could possibly reach, mate. I think he will
I
be.
personally don't even think that he's 40% on his ceiling.
Oh, 100% Hong. 100%. I think Pep just thinks, you know what, after that Fulham game, you are playing most of the games now.
Yeah.
I think that was the game where it's like, right, he's playing most games now.
Yeah.
I think Pep, to be honest, right, I think Pep's managed him really well, actually, to be fair. Yeah, he managed him very well. He's brought him in when he's bring him in, brought him off when he's been brought off, but he's given him enough time as well now to have impact on the game. So I think Pep's managed him at Foden. He manages him very well. He did. Ash, he did. Yeah, I just thought, wait, he's doing the team talk in his first year.
Did he actually?
He did, yeah, he was sat there chatting to players and that, giving a lot of support. And also, right, his celebration was his Horn celebration, mate. I love that. I love
Which
that.
one?
What that one?
What about the robot?
I was like, mate, this glazing, we're all there for it. Like the way him and Haaland, and you see at the end of it, like the handshake as well. The handshake.
Yeah.
I thought that is a gif in the making. That is, but like, mate, these two, mate, like the Haaland, Shirky, Foden trio, mate, is going to be elite to watch many years to come.
Oh yeah.
Now the rest of the team, obviously, we can obviously get to and discuss obviously a bit more in depth. I think Doku's been brilliant this season. I'm gutted he's injured. Really, I'm gutted because I think he's been really good this season. And hopefully he comes back and finds his form again.
I do think it's a matter of time though before Doku picks up an injury, because if you actually look at his injury record, it's awful.
Yeah, well, it's a shame. I think because how fast he is and how his ankles is, I understand why. Because Doku is a very, very good winger, mate. Like in terms of man on man, mate, 1-on-1, he's fucking he's a demon, mate. He's a demon against any fullback. Like look at Rodrigo, mate. The way he rinsed him and Valverde, mate, at the Bernabeu.
Yeah,
I was laughing like the way he was getting pissed out of them both. Like Valverde, mate, was one UCL's mate. He was cooking him. I think that's why we need Savio to hit form as well. We need both of them on form, and also if you're against Menio as well, then we need all three of them on it. Because I think Bob's out the door personally. I think Bob's going to.
I think he has to for his own sake.
Yeah, it's sad because I like Bob. I like him. I think he's got talent, mate. Clearly, he's got talent, but he needs game time rather than bench and reserves. He needs to be playing week in, week out. I think if it is Palace that he's going to, I think that's right team for him. I think him and Pino and Mateta and Sarr is probably good. But then again, I think this is the thing though. Would he start right now at Palace with Sarr? That's the thing. Like who? Like I'm trying to think of other teams in the league where he might start right now. I think Sunderland have got Talby, but he's been playing well better than this year, and Traore and that.
The only place that I can see him going and getting minutes is Bournemouth if we sign Semenyo.
Bournemouth, I'd say, right. I think Iriola would do well with him.
Brighton, possibly.
They've got Matoma, they've got Gomez, they've got Minter. Minter's better than Bob. I'll be real.
Does he play on the right?
Yeah. This is what I mean, mate. Wingers in this league, mate, actually pretty good for a lot of teams, mate, in this league.
You can also play Bob as a 10, though. That's probably a bonus of it.
Yeah, you can. I just because I think keep thinking in the Championship. I keep thinking, well, in the Championship he get game time, but is that really you want to be going to? Really, it's a good league for we 19 years old, but he's 21 now. Is he 22 now? Is he?
Yeah.
He's been playing in top league now. Like, if he was 18, sure, put him in a Leicester or Southampton or whatever, and let them ball out in the Championship. It'd be great, but
Dortmund. They've got Adeyemi, but he's more of a striker.
He's more of a left wing than a striker, really. But he's a baller. He's a baller. Adeyemi.
Yeah,
I like
he
him.
is. Yeah.
I think because Dortmund's wingers are pretty average now, aren't they? Like they're pretty average, aren't they? Right now, I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Dortmund would be good for him.
Dortmund would be a great little scout for him.
Because I think he needs a fresh
Even
start.
Girona. Send him on loan to Girona for the rest of the season.
Well, speaking of Girona, obviously, I've heard news about Echeverry's.
Echeverry, yeah.
I'm like, thank you. Now we can go ball out. Now, I thought that Liverpool move was stupid. Stupid move. Stupid. I don't know what the hell his agent was thinking.
His agent saw dollar signs there.
Yeah.
I think Girona should have always been the move for him, because to settle him into a team and to get him playing regular minutes outside of Argentina, the best place to send him to is Spain, because they speak Spanish.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
send him to Girona. He's going to play pretty much every game. He speaks the language. It just makes more sense.
Yeah, no, I agree on that. Yeah. I agree, Hong. I think the Carabao Cup needs to be, I think, something that we aim to win. I think
Who's this 18-year-old baller we're looking at to sign from Troyes? Apparently, City are linked with some 18-year-old from Troyes. Troyes, however you spell it.
That's what we got. It's Savio, isn't it? It's Savio from, isn't it? Jerome and Troyes, isn't it?
He's supposed to be a right little scalp.
Hold on, I'm gonna quick look. Actually, where is it?
I'm pretty sure he's like in the French under-21 squad or something like that as well.
Here we go. Right, French teenager. Here we go. Right, Matisse de Tourbe. Yeah,
that's the one.
Well, have you heard? Apparently, we're looking at getting that Brazilian striker who's been dubbed a Brazilian Haaland, who's at Bahia. Him's Del.
The one that we sent the video out to.
Yeah. No, honestly, mate, he's brilliant, mate. He's 16 years old, man. Broke into the first team in Bahia in Brazil, and in the first division, mate. He's been scoring loads of goals.
Isn't Bahia one of our teams?
That's what I'm saying. But also, I think the plan is to bring him over here. I think he'll train with the first team for a bit. Well, that's the thing. There's another Brazilian baller as well that we've got that's been playing in a 17 Brazil team and been balling out. I think at 15 years old as part of our squad.
We've definitely prepared for the future, because we've not even spoke about Caven Sullivan.
Bro, this is what I mean. This is why I'm not. This is why I'm not giving up on something.
I tell you, mate, City in about 10 years is going to look wild good.
Yeah, it's like yeah. Honestly, mate, like it's like keep asking. On my side, I was like, "Oh, Dad, how was your era?" Like, it was good, but it's better now.
Well, yeah.
But no, but honestly, right? I mean, the future is bright. Right, I'm saying right now. This is why I'm so excited to watch this team right now. Like, we're not even anywhere near our best right now. Like, we're playing well, but we're nowhere near. Like, this team will only get. I think next season will be a better year than this year.
I think if you look at that game last night against Brentford,
bring it up.
Brentford kept most of their.
There you
go. Brentford kept most of their first team out. Like, Henry is actually a first team player. He's just come back from injury.
He's a good player, and he's a good player to be fair.
Amsgaard, Sharda, they're two.
Jensen, Janelt,
Iger, however you say it, Vandenberg, Collins. These are all starters.
Well, their right back's really good as well. He's very good. Good long throws.
What I'm saying is these are all starters for Brentford. Like, there's only you're only really missing Thiago and Henderson. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Now, when you look at our squad, our team, you've got and Kelleher. You've got Kelleher, Henderson, and Thiago. Those are the only three really that they're missing from their first team.
Yeah.
You then look at our team that we played. We had our second choice goalkeeper out.
We had Rico right back.
we had. You scroll up a little bit.
Oh,
Sorry, it's there. Sorry, yeah, I can see
Yeah.
it. You had our second choice goalkeeper. You had Nathan Ake, who's had like literally no minutes this season. Husanov, that's had literally no minutes this season. Rico Lewis, that's had no minutes this season. Gonzalez, that's been ran into the ground. Reinders, who's still trying to find his feet and hasn't really played many minutes this season. Savinho, who hasn't played many minutes this season. Bob, who's not played many minutes this season. And Mukasa, who's barely played this season. So
Yeah.
you look at that, there's only really O'Reilly, Nico G, Cherky, and maybe you'd throw in Trafford as well, given the fact that he does sort of come in and out of the team.
He started the year, yeah.
You know, that's only they were missing they were missing 3 of their starters.
Yeah.
We were only playing 3 of our starters.
Like obviously bought Phil on for Bob, but obviously then bought him off again.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, that couldn't be helped.
And obviously bought Nunes midfield, which is good. He did well in midfield. Nunes did very well.
But you look at that and you think they were only missing 3 players.
Yeah.
We only had 3 players. Like, so.
Yeah,
and to be honest with you, it didn't really look like we got out of 2nd or 3rd gear.
No, we didn't.
The Palace game, we were in 2nd or 3rd gear for most of the game. The Real Madrid game, we were in 2nd or 3rd gear for most of the game.
We're nowhere near our best right now, mate.
We're not even out of 3rd gear yet. We've still got gears to go.
Mate, this is what I mean. We have got a good run of games. Do you want like good run of games, but also not easy. But we've got some good games like West Ham, Forest, Chelsea, Sunderland. We've got some good games that are going to challenge us and push us even more to get better and better. I just think,
Have you seen Huang talking? And since we're talking about the Carabao Cup semi-final, and obviously we just played the quarter-final. Have you seen where they've put the fixture in for it?
Oh, is it what the away leg?
We've got Tottenham away, followed by Newcastle away, followed by Liverpool away.
If we get through that, man, we're all 3.
If we get through those 3 games, mate, I swear.
Break the Anfield curse of fans. I'm already like, yeah, I'm happy. Like,
I'll tell you what, though, those are 3 really, really tricky games, and all away as well.
But the thing is, mate, I'm not scared of anyone. I know we've lost to Villa, I know we lost to bloody Newcastle, but the thing is, we weren't better than those games. We lost narrowly because we just weren't good enough going forward. We were. I mean, for me, the last 2 away games, Madrid and Palace, I've seen a lot of improvement already in the way we dealt with both games. I think if we can keep doing that, go to Forest as another game to sort of develop more and improve. Sunderland away as well is another tough one. We keep getting these games and winning them and improving them, then we'll only get better and better. So honestly, I'm all for us do what we're doing, playing our way, developing the way we're doing. Now, obviously, I think players in January for me, I think are a must. I'm not saying be a massive window. I think like maybe to replace the most, but I think for me, as Semenyo, we are doing right now up front as an attacking player for me. This team,
2 or 3 for me. I think 2 or 3 is a must. If we want to contend on all fronts like we're supposed to be doing, I think as much as Nunes has been good this season, and as much as I've liked Nunes this season, I do think that we need a right back, because if Nunes gets injured, we are screwed.
Because Husanov's been a bit. Husanov was good post the yellow card. It was very
Husanov, you could play there, but I wouldn't be comfortable playing Husanov every single game at right back if Nunes picks up like a 6-month injury.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's
so.
And also,
I think the right back is a must.
Yeah,
I also think the winger is kind of a must, because again, you can't spam Cherky and Doku every game, as we've clearly found out, because Doku's now cooked. And I also think that we need some more legs in midfield to give Nico G a rest, because I'm going to be honest with you, mate, Rodri does not look promising. The fact that he's still out now, he is training, but the fact that he's still out now and Nico G is getting spammed game after game after game, I think we need a versatile 6'8", a bit like a Nico G, someone like an Elliot Anderson, someone like maybe like a Kobe Mainu, someone who can step in, keep hold of the ball, play short little intricate passes, just basically someone that can manage a game and control possession. That'd be perfect for us. And I think someone English, because I think we need to replace that Calvin Phillips void, because it's quite clear the fact that he's not even making the bench these days. Like he's literally just sitting at home game after game after game, getting paid like what 150 grand a week for it.
I could do that. I could do that easily as a job.
The thing is, though, mate, you talk about Scott Carson having an easy time. Like when Scott Carson was with us, Calvin Phillips has got the easiest job of all. He doesn't even have to come sit on the bench like Carson did.
No, exactly.
At least when Carson was with us, he was sitting on the bench watching the game. Calvin Phillips gets to stay at home and rake it in. And he's on a shit ton more than Carson was. So
mate, it's crazy. It's crazy to me, mate. Honestly,
in 2 minutes.
That's right. Yeah, but no, it's crazy. It's crazy how that's how that's gone. Yeah, I think Calvin, for me, the promise that Calvin showed, right, and the sign that we got that we meant to get for that season, and the way it's just panned out, it's been a real shame, man. Like Calvin at one point was England Player of the Year. Showing a lot of promise, a lot of talent, a lot of belief, a lot of physicality, a lot of good passing range. He was just someone that I really thought would come in this City team would just be that difference maker, be a player that can sort of come in and sort of obviously different to what we have with Rodri. But it hasn't worked at all. It's been an absolute failure of a signing. And what we got to do is just accept it, sort of just sell them on when we can, even let them on a free if we have to, and just move on. It just hasn't worked at all. It's a shame because I really wanted it to work out, but we need someone who can help Azuma midfielders out, because I think Nico G's been brilliant this year, but like Bevan said, we can't spam him out. Loving Rodri. At some point, he'll get injured if we're not careful, and that happen all over again. So we've got to bring someone in who can play that 8-6 position and do a job there. So that way we've got a bit of cover at least in the team, because as we all know, post Christmas and post into the new year, things start ramping up. Obviously in the Champions League, obviously the knockout games, you got FA Cup games in there along with the Carabao Cup games as well. It's busy times obviously for us now. Obviously over competitions as well, so it ain't gonna be easy for sure. But yeah, this is why it's going to be this is why I think this window is going to be quite important. If you want to be competing this year and be in the fight for a lot of different things, then we've got to sort of see the club show a little bit of ambition in terms of bringing the right options in for sure. I remember legendary Bevan Rout about summer. It must have been, yeah, it must have been. I mean, I remember vividly, that run. But I think for me, in terms of incomings now, it's kind of like it's not a lot as much as it used to be, but it's definitely a few in, definitely a couple in to sort of just settle the squad a little bit of development, a little bit of rotation. So at least that way we can sort of rotate the squad a bit more and sort of allow a bit more fitness as well, a little bit more time for players to recover, because we can't have players play for injury again, because that was exhausting. Watching Akanji had to play for injury, and on top of Ake as well, Stoned as well. We can't do that again. We really can't do that again. The honour has been watching every game. Yeah, I agree. I think we'll start seeing movement for sure in the next 2 weeks. So I think we'll definitely see an early signing for lots of menu probably early doors. After that, we'll see what happens. I'm sure we'll get some news obviously about potential incomings. Hopefully in the next week or so. But it doesn't have to be a ridiculous window. It needs to be a window where we get players through the door who can sort of offer a little bit more. That's all I want to see. Just enough when we can sort of see us a CS up the season than a CS3. That's all I want to see. But yeah, but regarding the Brentford game, it was it was a very routine win in second gear. No need to sort of go over the top or too much into it. I think it was just all about getting through to the next round. We did that. We did it perfectly. I think it was good to see Charlie Gray play on his debut. I thought he did very, very well. Especially against Premier League team as well. A Premier League team on his debut, and I thought he did very well in the game. I'm not saying he should be playing a DM or playing whatever, but I'm happy he sort of got an opportunity to have a go. I thought he did a very good job. So yeah, exactly. Yeah, for the first time since 2021, was that United? Was it? I think when we won. Was it 2-0? Was it away from home Old Trafford? Was it a DDO? I was spending it. No, not spending. Sorry, DDO and Stones, wasn't it? Yeah, 2 goals, and obviously we won. Obviously against Spurs 1-0 for Laporte. So it's been what was 4 years? Wow, 4 years. So the system was it lost to West Ham, lost to Southampton, was it? Of course, I was at that game. Terrible game. But yeah, it's about 4 years since the League Cup. Let's say finals, man. That's mad. That's crazy. This is the first time in 4 years. Well, I was just saying the chat, but like, what was it? Lost to West Ham. That Southampton
Just
game.
see Bang saying about the thank you to me. You're welcome, pal.
Yeah. That round was like, right, where's the players in?
It worked.
Yeah. Shit. Pepper was angry. Shit. Get players. Right. January's here. Same again, please.
It's do you know what? Yeah, it's not often that I get that to that point. Like very rare. Even if we lose games, I'm normally you've spoken to me after games, and I'm pretty chilled.
Well, last year, I think both of us were just pissed off how the season was going last year. I can't really count that last year because last year was a mad year last year. But this year, particularly, it's definitely a lot more. Even the Villa game, it was frustration. It was frustration, but it was more like, okay, it's a loss. We go again next week. I think.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too bad. But yeah, like I'll be real. This year, right, and this is the thing. I'll say it now. We'll probably again at some point as well. At some point in the future. It will happen again at some point. But when it does, it's how we react, though. It's how you react to a loss. If you react by collapsing, like look, unfortunately, it doesn't matter how good you are, right? Sometimes you just get 1-0. It happens. Even the best teams. Look at Bayern, bro, against Mainz at home and 2-2. They were terrible, but they got a draw out of it.
Yeah,
it just shows you that that the best teams don't always win every game. But it's how you react to those games, how you improve in those games that matters most to me.
Yeah,
well, exactly. Hong, yeah. I mean, look, Villa and Newcastle aside, and obviously Brighton aside, and that, like, it's definitely a lot better against some of the teams at home as well, for sure. Like Everton, that was at home last year, we drew 1-1, 1-2-0. Obviously, was it Sunderland? Obviously, is a different game, 3-0. Palace away, drew 2-2. This year, 1-3-0. So we are improving this year for sure. So yeah, I agree on that one. So you know what? I'll ask the chat and also ask you, mate. As we're now going into the new year, I want to ask how you feel about the next couple of games. So we'll start at West Ham obviously on Saturday. How do you feel about Saturday, mate?
I'm confident to say that we'll get 6 points out of 6.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Forest game. Look, I know they beat Tottenham 3, but Tottenham are terrible.
I think Forest will be the tougher of the two.
Yeah.
But I'm the only thing that would make me think, oh, not sure, is the fact that it's a 12:30 kickoff.
Oh yeah, and last time we played Forest at 12:30, lost 1-0 with Hudson-Odoi goal. That last year, wasn't it?
But given the way we've been playing recently, the confidence in the team, the fact that we're winning games quite comfortably, 3-0 not 3-0 last night, 2-0 last night, 3-0 against Palace, 3-0 against Sunderland. I'm pretty sure I've missed one in between as well. 2-1 away at the Bernabeu. Like, we've been winning games pretty comfortably and not really playing at our best. I think West Ham on Saturday, will be. It could be anything from 3-0 to 5 or 6. West Ham are awful.
They are terrible. Yeah, like even at was like Villa weren't great at all against them, but they won 3-2.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I think Forest of you as is Forest away. Like Forest, especially when playing Arnold anyway, it doesn't matter how bad they are. Like a City ground is a place to go to usually. So
and more importantly, most of the teams had a rest for the week.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll have a week off, which would be nice. So it'll give a person like Nico Gira a rest.
Well, you look, Haaland, he's been rested for the last week. Gvardiol got a few minutes last night, but majority of the this week he's been rested. Diaz, Nunez has been rested. He played a little bit last night, but again rested. Donnarumma, Bernardo Silva, Haaland. We've had quite a few players rested this week, so I'm confident that I couldn't put a score prediction on it because it could literally be anything from 3-0 to 6-0.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, exactly. I'll probably go 3-0. Like I don't mind, just win the game. 3 points.
Yeah, I couldn't care less if it was 1-0. To be honest with you, I mean, I would like more because goal difference come the end of the season does matter.
Yeah, and I think this is a chance for us to get some goals. Next couple of games.
So I think when you're playing like a piss poor West Ham, you need to be sticking the ball in the back of the net as many times as you can, because I'm pretty sure, aren't we joint with Arsenal now on goal difference?
We're ahead now.
There we go. We're ahead.
We're ahead.
Do you know what's mad? Given the fact that our defence isn't that great, we've only conceded 6 more goals.
I know, and yeah, we'll just do you know what? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So yeah, I'm happy with that actually. I mean, for me right now, right, in terms of title race, I mean, Villa are in it right now. They won't win it, but they're in it. Like, look at that form, mate. That form, all wins on Villa's side. Like, will they win the league? No, it won't happen. But right now, fair play to them. They're in the chat.
We do need to see them start. We do need to see them start dropping points towards the end of the season, though, and dropping off a little bit.
Yeah,
because we've got Villa final game of the season, and I don't really fancy it.
I'm there again. That game. I don't want another.
Imagine Arsenal drop off, and it's between City and Villa.
No, I'm at that game as well. I've got my
imagine the title decider is City Villa against Villa.
Yeah, stop Matty Cash from scoring goals. He always scores against us.
Mate, for that game, I'm comfortably saying let's just put Husanov on, wipe him out, take a tactical red, and then Matty Cash is done for the game.
Yeah, no more bangers against us. No more screamers up the edge of the box. I like Cash. He's actually a decent right back, but he does score bangers, Matty Cash. He does score screamers. So it's I think it's mad. Like Villa at one point this year, mate, had won a single game a day. The 8 or 9 games, so they've got a win, and then look at them now, third.
Considering Liverpool have been so poor this year, they're only 2 points off fourth,
and 10 points off of Arsenal. It's not that bad, actually.
How mad is that? And they've been awful.
Shocking. 6 L's.
Who's Liverpool's next 2 games?
I'll let you know. Tottenham away and Wolves. Well, they'll cook Wolves, but Spurs away.
Though Wolves held their own against Arsenal. To be fair, at the Emirates,
just scoring goals, mate. Own goals, and I see that down. Tottenham away.
Spurs game at Spurs is going to be tough, though.
Yeah. Wolves at home. I mean, they should win.
You would expect them to win, yeah, but I mean, look at Wolves away at the Emirates. They just stuck 11 men behind the ball. They looked really organised.
Yeah.
For the majority of that game.
They did, no. And who they got? They got Leeds at home, Fulham away, Arsenal away. Oh my god.
Liverpool. If there's one thing that I want you to do is win that game.
Florian, I'll let you off this one game. You can get GNA this game. We'll allow it this occasion.
That's the one game that will allow it.
Apart from that, that's it. That's big shit again. Against Barnsley, 1-0 GNA against Barnsley. That happens, by the way, mate. If he hasn't got GNA by Barnsley, mate, it's over. It is over at that point. Come on, it's bloody Barnsley in League One, mate.
Do you think he could go half a season without a single GNA in the Prem? Based on the next two games?
How many games? Mate, if he can't get GNA in the next 3 games, mate, I think it's the worst ever start I've ever seen from a player
because Spurs is not going to be an easy game. I think he'll probably struggle against Wolves, to be honest with you, to get any GNA because he's like Wolves are just going to stick 11 men behind the ball, and he's not very good at low block.
No, exactly. Yeah. Joy is, mate. I mean, I'll ask you this, like right now, based on the current table right now, if you had to pick top 4, look, top 5 obviously isn't confirmed yet for UCL yet. So let's say top 4 right now. Who's top 4?
I'll give you the order if you want.
Go on.
City win.
Yep.
Arsenal second.
Yep.
Chelsea third.
Yep.
Villa fourth.
Yeah, okay, I agree with that. Do you think Palace get Europa League? Or do you think Palace fall off?
I think Liverpool get Europa League. I think they'll second half of the season they'll start to find some form.
I'm sorry, if Florian Wirtz he's second at a scheme in Europa League. Oh my god, I would be in tears.
I think that could be quite good for Liverpool because it's a competition that next season they could win.
It's mad, right? How a team has fallen from grace, isn't it? Like they won the league last year. I thought they're the best team of all time, and now look at them.
Actually, I'm going to change my mind.
Go on.
I think Villa slip out of the top 4.
Okay.
Because I think they're too heavily reliant on Morgan Rogers.
And by the way, right, great player, by the way, Rogers.
Oh, fantastic player! Another City academy player, by the way.
Was you back to City? It's like not necessarily a no, but not a yes either. It's a weird one for me. I'm not like
for me, it would be a no, but that's only because you've got Cherky and Foden, who I think both get into the 10 before him.
Yeah, but I mean, Rogers though is a great player though.
Yeah, of course he is. Great player.
Yeah, City boy, doing really good. Big up to him.
Yeah, so I'm going to go City win, Arsenal second,
Chelsea
third, Liverpool fourth, Villa fifth.
Do United get Europe this year?
I think they get conference.
Sorry,
I haven't seen enough of United to convince me that they're on the right track. The game the other day against Bournemouth, Bournemouth are aren't very good at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
And to be honest with you, United should have lost that game.
Yeah.
Bournemouth had some really, really good chances at the end of the game where they, to be honest, they should have scored and should have won. The Bruno Fernandes free kick shouldn't have even been a free kick to begin with. It hit his shoulder, not his arm.
Yeah.
And his arm was close to his body, so it's not in an unnatural position. So the free kick should never have been given to be allowed to score in the first place. I've not seen enough of them to convince me that they're doing well. I think it's an improvement on last year.
Yeah.
But I still don't I don't see them finishing inside the top four, and I don't even see them getting Europa League. I think there are too many better teams that you would put in a Europa League spot other than United at the moment. I think you look at Tottenham. I think Tottenham are a better team than United. I think they've just not been great for the last few games. Newcastle generally are a better team than United. I think that Newcastle have struggled a little bit this year, the same as what they did a few years ago when they were in the Champions League, where they don't have the squad depth to be going every 3 days.
Yeah.
So I think Newcastle will drop out of that because of the Champions League. I think Villa could do it because Villa aren't in the Champions League this year, are they?
They're in Europa League.
They're in Europa League, which is a bit, to be honest, like the difference between Premier League and Champions League and Europa League's quite a big difference, to be honest. Now that they've added more teams in,
I think they'll win Europa League. You know,
I think they've got a very, very good chance of doing it, and they are in a position where they can change. They can rest players a bit more.
Yeah.
I think Liverpool are a stronger side than United. I don't think Liverpool have been great this year, to be honest with you. They started off okay. They started off quite well. You know, they were winning a few games, luckily with like sort of the last kick of the game. But I think Liverpool have the players to turn it around more than United have the players to turn it around.
Yeah.
You know, you look at the players that are in United's team and look at the players that are in Liverpool's team. I think, you know, when Isak starts finding form, when Wirtz will start finding form. Like I know we joke about it now. Like,
it'll happen at some point. It will happen.
But there will be a time where he starts finding his feet. And then you look at Ekitike, you know, he's been their best player.
I like him, in fact.
You know, they've got Kirkes, who again he will come good for them. I think. You know, I think that the right back Frimpong, it's a matter of time before he starts turning up.
I'll be real, man. I think Liverpool will get better. They will. I'm sorry.
I think Liverpool have the quality of players to do that, and that's why, you know, you look at the table at the moment. You know, Liverpool start finding form, they go above United. United drop down to 7th. You know, you then look at Tottenham and Newcastle. Will they start winning games? Like, you know, there's every chance that Newcastle and Tottenham don't make it through. I don't think they can make it through. Are they in the? They're not top 8, are they, in the Champions League? They're like, where are they in the?
I think 12th, 13th. I think. Hold on. It was right there. I don't know why I'm guessing. There you go. Right, here we go. Right, they are 12th right now.
Yeah, so you look at that. There's every chance that, you know, you've got teams like Chelsea, Newcastle, Tottenham. All 3 of those teams could quite easily fall away from, you know, from qualifying for the Champions League. You know, look at us last year. You know, we ended up playing Real Madrid and we didn't qualify for the Champions League. I think that things like even Liverpool might not qualify yet.
They got Martin.
Cheers, Martin. You know, you look at those teams. You've got Liverpool, you've got Tottenham, you've got Newcastle, you've got Chelsea that are all in the playoffs at the moment, the playoff positions. You know, I think that if Liverpool don't qualify for the Champions League, Tottenham don't qualify for the Champions League, Newcastle don't, and Chelsea don't, I imagine that probably 1 or 2 of them will. But say they don't, that gives. Cheers, mate.
Yep.
That gives more rest time to Liverpool players, to Tottenham players, to Newcastle players, to Chelsea. That gives them more rest in between game weeks where you've got, teams like us and teams like Aston Villa and, play and even Crystal Palace playing in the Europa League, the Champions League and the Conference League. So I think that rest will be good for them. So, you look at those teams at the moment that are below United in the Premier League. I think once those teams start getting rested, Liverpool will be getting rested, players will be getting rested, Spurs players will be getting rested, Newcastle players will be getting rested. That could quite easily put United 8th or 9th.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah.
So for me, I think whatever happens in this Champions League determines probably where some of the teams finish in the Premier League. I think Newcastle don't have the squad depth to take on the Champions League and the Premier League and still be in the Carabao Cup. I don't think Tottenham have the squad depth or quality in squad depth to play Champions League and Premier League. So if these start dropping out of the playoffs and don't end up qualifying, they'll be playing one game a week and they'll be fresh and ready to go again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, I just feel like at the moment, right? We're in I think, especially for us, I think we're in a good spot right now. I think regarding obviously where we are in the league as well, I just think like for me, top 4 right now is perfect. I know we're still only a point clear, obviously, of 9th, but beat Glimpse, beat Galatasaray, we're fine. I don't really see an issue there. Really, I know I'm not being arrogant now. I'm just being real. I think we should be bookers anyway. So
yeah.
Another team is going to. Oh, okay. That's a good question. Right, ask you as well, mate. UCL, can we do it?
No.
Okay.
I think anything's possible.
Yeah.
I think January plays a big part.
Yeah.
I think who we bring in January will play a part in probably where we finish in a lot of the competitions, because you look at the teams sort of in the top 8 of the Champions League at the moment. Real Madrid are capable of doing it. I'm not saying that they will do it, but that they've won it 15 times for a reason. Do you know what I mean? They are capable of doing it.
100%.
Atletico Madrid is a tough place to go away, as we found out years ago. PSG are the current holders. They have the current Ballon d'Or holder there. I think they're capable of doing it. I think Bayern have a good chance. I just look at some of the teams. I look at Bayern. I look at PSG. I look at Real Madrid. I look at Atletico. I look at Inter even. They are really, really tough teams to beat.
No, I agree. Yeah. I think it depends on where we are. Really. I think if we keep improving our away form and keep working on sort of finishing games off and getting through them, I think we've got every chance of going through. I think anyone in that group, mate, we can beat. Arsenal we can beat. PSG we can beat. Bayern we can beat. It's just down to how
we can. Over 2 legs is a bit more difficult.
Yeah.
But if it's down to one game and one game only in the final, who knows? It's flip of a coin, isn't it? And anything's possible in a one-game final.
Because I think Madrid are at risk, mate, of going out.
Oh yeah, I agree. I think they could as well. Who are Real Madrid's next 2 games?
What is it in the UCL?
The last 2 games in the Champions League.
Yeah. Right. They've got Monaco at home and Benfica away.
They should beat both of them.
They should be beating both of them, but then again, Monaco are a weird team, aren't they? So Benfica. So should be winning them, but not always necessarily what happens really. I mean, who with well, obviously, but mate, look at Barcelona, 15th, 10 points. Look at Napoli, 7 points. Crazy, isn't it? But look at Villarreal, mate. Kai Rat, I think that points is Villarreal do UCL. That's crazy. That is mental. I think this year's wide open. I mean, to be fair, a big play. I think it is wide open this year. I don't think it's actually. I think favourites wise, it's actually quite open. I mean, Arsenal, they're top, but are they the best team in Europe right now? I don't think they are. Like, they're top, yes, but are they the best team? Really?
No.
I wouldn't say they are. Are PSG the best team right now? Not for me. No. Bayern?
I'd say Bayern Munich were the best team, and I know that Arsenal beat them, whatever. Like, for me, I think Bayern Munich are the best team in Europe at the moment, personally.
Yeah. I think Inter are decent, but see, this is what I mean. Like, anyone at Tottenham and Newcastle can get them all, can't they? When they get, it's how mad it is this year.
Barcelona, the 15th.
15th. Look at Juventus, 17th. I mean, even Carabao, mate. Can win 2 games, mate. All of a sudden they're in the chat here, mate. It's crazy. So yeah, I think it's very open this year. It's very open in UCL, but which is good for us because obviously we're not at our best yet, but I've got to see us a lot more in the big European games away from home. If we get into Milan, how will we do into how we do with Barcelona away? Let's go back. I want to see more tests before I sort of decide where we're at. I think if we get anywhere, it'll be a safe final.
I'm saying quarters.
Cool. Okay. I mean, this is what I mean. We can beat Madrid. But it's just a question. But I think Madrid are very shit this year. Let's be real. Like, apart from Mbappe, who's been balling out,
they were shit last year as well.
But Mbappe has been unbelievable for them since. Well, I mean, obviously he started off pretty poorly, but then obviously last year got better and better. This year he's been unbelievable. This year, so I think it depends, doesn't it, on where we finish and sort of see who we get in the next round. But Joe, what to end it off? Obviously, everyone tuning in from Mancunian Way. If you're new here, leave a like as well and subscribe if you're new as well. We're on the road to 1.3k. Much people, good to have everyone in the chat as always. We'll get on. What we'll do, a New Year preview. I reckon, beforehand, obviously before at some point, but we'll chat more these games here first. All right. Where do you? I mean, actually, you know what? It's fine. But how many games do you think we can win now? Obviously, it wasn't the last 6. We've got West Ham and Forest away, obviously coming up, the last 2 games, and we've got obviously games here.
Sunderland away is going to be tricky on New Year's Day.
100%. Chelsea at home. I mean, Chelsea have been.
I think we should be winning that game. Yeah,
Brighton as well. Should be in Brighton.
I think out of all of these fixtures, the only tough one really for me is Sunderland away.
Yeah, Newcastle will
maybe Chelsea at home, given the fact that they're 4th.
Yeah, but if we can get through these games and Newcastle United away, mate, if we can get to United away, I'm beaten. That's great because obviously
we could be looking at. Oh, that's decent actually. They've not.
Yeah.
They've oh yeah, that's a really good point actually. How many are the Chelsea going to lose? Chelsea have a few Africans in the team, don't they? Or do they not? Have I just made that
up? You've made it up. You made it up.
They used to. They used to have loads.
Well, yeah, I think a lot of them are South American, I think now. South American players more than anything else. But yeah,
To be fair, that Newcastle away, I actually thought that was going to be put in between Spurs and Liverpool. So the fact that it's been put between Exeter and United,
yeah, mate, Newcastle Sunderland away in 2 weeks, mate. Fucking hell, you guys, seriously, you guys go home and away, lads. Honestly, big up to you, man. It's gonna be a busy month for you. Honestly, right? I mean, I get to away game every now and again, right? I'm happy like I can, but Jesus Christ, man, like the amount of traveling. Like,
at least he's only having to go down the road to United before he goes off to the Arctic Circle.
Exactly, it's not that far away, just down the road, possibly middle of bloody nowhere. to watch like bloody with like the gods fuck each other. That'll be fun to watch. But no, it'll be like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games, mate, next month. 9 games.
I think if we put our minds to it, we could go unbeaten in January.
Yeah, exactly. I think we can. Because what was it?
9 games in January is LB counted it before.
Yeah, nine body games. Crazy. But here we go. Look at that. Tottenham away, then Newcastle at home, and then Liverpool away.
That's what it was. The Newcastle home game. I mean, that's still tricky. That.
Oh, look at that! You've seen that. Newcastle home and Newcastle home again. Same month.
Wow.
Fulham, Newcastle, Leeds. To be fair, that's not an easy month, is it? Really, Leeds away won't be easy, especially at Ellen Road. Then March, but then again, though, any further than this whole cover because obviously UCL games start on it, so it's hard to really sort of tell who we have for more in March and anyway. But this mate, you're right, mate. Obviously, one game at a time. Obviously, it's priority. I think for me, if for a prediction for Saturday, I mean, obviously, I'm going to the game Saturday, so that'll be good. I'm gonna go for 3-0. I think clean sheet obviously is obviously a must. I think, especially in terms of like keep up the form and consistency. But I also want to see just a few goals and just if we can get above Arsenal, mate, before they play Everton, that's great for me.
That'll be good. That'll be really, really good if we can get 3 points on the board and before because. Let's be real. Everton are not going to be an easy game for Arsenal.
No,
given the fact that they nearly slipped up against Wolves, who have yet to win a game this season.
Yeah.
Like, I tell you, Everton could do something there.
100%.
Jack Grealish.
I think we'll draw. Oh, mate! Imagine a Grealish winner, mate. Oh, mate, the festive beers going off.
I look at Everton. Structurally, they're really, really strong this year. Defensively, they're pretty good. Going forward, they're not too bad.
Yeah. Everton for me are like they're not a team that I can see getting like Europe this year, unless obviously they keep up some form.
No.
But I like a mid-table team now. A mid-table team right now.
I couldn't care less if Everton finish 18th. Just draw or beat Arsenal at the weekend, please.
If Super Jack scores, mate, war on the pitch. Big up Jack, mate. Big up for hitting someone just as growth, by the way. Big up, man. He's some great stuff over there, and also I know he does some good shorts as well. So big up to you, mate. Also, congrats on the baby, by the way, as well. To the wife as well, mate. Big up to you. Where am I sat? I am sat in the north stand this time. I'm sat in 036, I think. So with a couple people, but I'm gonna be going again hopefully in January. I'm hoping to sit in South Stand, but I'll let you know when, mate. I'll message you obviously after this. I'll let you know what we're gonna go into. But I should see you soon, mate. This is what I mean, mate. Arsenal right now, mate, at the moment are shitting themselves. Yeah, they beat Wolves. Well done, you won the game. But mate, if that was us beating Wolves 2-1 own goal, I'm thinking shit. We've won, but I'm a bit, you know what I mean, like a bit shaky.
I'm thinking we need to have serious conversations if that happened.
We would do, yeah. If we won the game, it's like that ain't. Like own goals, like you haven't even scored any goals in the game. Scored by Wolves. Like, I'm sorry, that is shite. You know what I mean? I know they won, but like, seriously, like to let Wolves almost get a chance of getting a draw against you is embarrassing, especially at home as well. Not even away from home, at home. At home.
And to not even score, both of them being own goals.
It is baffling, mate. Absolutely baffling. Like
what happened to that Swedish lamppost they've got up front? They reckon the best striker in Europe or something.
Glock 14, Glockerez. Yeah, he's a gun man. He's the best striker in the world, is it? Right, okay. 6 goals this season, by the way. Which, yes, more than Isak, but is that saying much right now?
I thought it was 4.
Sorry, 5. I keep hearing different numbers. I think it's 4 in the league. I think it's 4 in the league. I don't know.
I think it's still 4 in all competitions.
But it's still shit, though. By the way, it's still shit.
It's dire.
It's Eric. It is Eric, mate. It's absolutely dire.
Danny.
It's even worse. Danny fucking dire. Oh my god, yeah, mate.
Glock, more like a water pistol.
Yeah. Love that, governor. Love that, mate. Oh, fucking hell. I'll this chat where I was like, this is brilliant. Yeah, this is what I mean. Forest and Dyche, yeah. I don't. Any team you play against, especially with Dyche, is never easy anyway. Even if we've done it right recently, it's never a game that I'd say it's a guaranteed win. You got to make sure.
No, it's definitely the harder of the 2 games. It's the one that I think, if we're going to drop points, that's the kind of game that'll be the game that we do drop points in.
But I think we'll be all right, though.
But you've also got to back yourselves. At the end of the day, I think this year we've looked a fraction of what we were last year. Like, we've looked so much better.
100%. I mean, we're going there now, definitely in a lot better form and also a lot more confident than we were this time last year. So that's for sure, definitely. I was embarrassed, yeah. Big up House Captain, big up Magnus, mate. Obviously, I know you're obviously in Tariq stream on Tuesday, and I was with you, mate. So, but big up to you, man. I'll be doing good. Both in fine form, but we definitely are, mate. Yeah, we're loving life right now, especially with City right now. We're seeing a lot of good football, especially from Shirky, particularly as well. Right now, honestly, I think one of the best signs we've made in years. Well, one of the best ones we've made in years. I think especially for the value of money we cost as well.
I'm going to go as far as saying as Cherky has been the best signing of any team in the world this year.
Win the dog, fucking hell. Sorry. Side note, that to me is embarrassing in itself. It called your dog win.
They've got so many embarrassing moments. They had the manager. They had the manager hiring a pickpocket to go nick the players' phones, right? Go nick the players' phones and wallets from the dressing room.
It's a late board game. It's a late board.
Last year or the season before. I'm pretty sure it was last year. No, year before. They were training for 90 minutes whilst having "You'll Never Walk Alone" playing on full blast. He's walking around the dressing room with a light bulb and a wire. He's now one of the newest things at the moment that he's doing at the moment is he's making them train in complete pitch black at the training ground because he wants to get a feel of the ball with no lights. Like the guy's off his fucking rocker, mate.
Sorry,
and this is why I was saying before, it wouldn't surprise me if he's tried to play some games by saying that Pep's leaving at the end of the season to try and put a swerve on us winning games and to stop us gaining momentum. It wouldn't surprise me. Like, the guy's an absolute lunatic.
Big up Nick Fadley, 3-1-4. If it's 4-0, man, I'll probably take that. Absolutely take that. But no, honestly, right, no. But back to about Cherky, right? I think for the long-term investment of a player as well that we've got there, and the quality of how good he is already, he'll definitely be one of the best signs we've made, probably. It sounds quite a big statement, but I just think just by how good he's been already and the quality on the ball he's shown, mate, what a player. What a player. And to be fair, Balotelli was another player that I thought was very, very good. But I think his attitude for me, and I think also it's the way he was, I think just didn't help him at all. It's a shame because I was a big fan of Balotelli. Actually, I think the first ever shirt I got when I'm on the back was actually his. So I used to be a big Balotelli fan, but it's a shame really. But yeah, I think sometimes some players just the attitude just isn't there, or just just maybe outside obviously motives or outside sort of noise comes into play, which is a shame. But I'll about say I think was at City he was brilliant. Obviously helped us get I think a couple of league title as well. Obviously his only assist obviously came in that game against QPR, so big up to him, man. That's what the mentality to get well. So far, mate, definitely agree on that one. I mean, I just don't know. Like Arsenal, for me, I'm not impressed with them at all. Yeah, they've won a few games here and there, but I'm not impressed with them. I'm really not. Like, they've shown a lot of weakness, and I don't think they've got what it takes yet. But we'll see what happens anyway. We'll see what happens obviously on that one. But yeah, what we'll do, we'll end it there. But big up everyone obviously for tuning in. Obviously, big up Martin for sort of sending everyone over, and big up obviously everyone, and big up everyone else who's streaming as well, and sort of getting on the community and support the community this time of year. We massively appreciate it. I know it's been a while to do a stream, but this time of year is busy, sadly. I've had a bit of a cough recently, been a little bit not trying to get over everybody being ill myself a couple of weeks ago. I'm still not 100% myself. Obviously, Bevan was obviously doing dad shoots, obviously, and this time of year, and Christmas time is always busy for dad, isn't it? This time of year.
Yeah, mad busy time of year. Getting ready for Santa and all that.
Yeah.
And also, I just wanted to let people know, because I know Nick's in the chat as well.
Yeah.
So off the back of the Cuddly Toy fundraiser that we did, and we ended up getting 150 Cuddly Toys in total, which were distributed across various different hospitals, and obviously we gave a large donation as well to Wood Street Mission. We gave them the biggest donation out of all. I've started to get some pictures through of some really poorly children who have now had their cuddly teddies. So again, thank you to absolutely everyone that donated. We are going to be doing a second part of this in the new year, which again it deserves sort of a credit in its own right for people that want to donate that weren't able to make it to the game. But yeah, some really sick children this year have started to receive their cuddly toys. So again, thank you very much for everyone's generosity. It's put a few really nice smiles onto some children's faces that may not have had a smile otherwise. So thank you very much.
Obviously, a bit to everyone obviously for taking part. Obviously, who obviously goes to the game, and we'll announce more on the charity stream in the new year. I think right now, especially with Christmas and that, we need to give it its proper due, and its proper announcement, proper we'll do an announcement for that in the new year for that. Once we sort of we'll get Christmas first. Enjoy Christmas, enjoy the new year, enjoy the festive period, because it's all about being merry and all that jazz. So, but we'll in the new year, trust us, we'll let you know in due course on that front. But big up to everyone obviously for tuning in. Big up obviously Governor Ash in the chat as well. I'll his comments obviously before, so at least that answers the comments. I think they will, Ash, by the way. I think Arsenal drop points already. I think it's going to happen quite a lot more. I think that they're not good enough. I think their fans are going to have a big reality check for sure on that one. But yeah, we'll see on that one. But yeah, big up obviously everyone for being supportive as well. Obviously, big up House Captain as well. Big up Magnus as well, man. Much appreciated, man. I know you've been a big supporter of the channel as well. No Steve tonight. Obviously, I know, but I know obviously Steve's obviously quite a busy guy right now, but big up to him as well. Because I know obviously he'll probably be in the chat, soon as well in the next stream. But big up to him as well. And I don't know if it's our last stream before Christmas or not. We'll let you guys know obviously anyway. But if it is the last stream before Christmas,
it definitely is for me. Like I just don't have the time now to invest.
No, that's cool.
Between now and Christmas. But
I might do one then.
Yes.
I might do one off one, but that's fine. But for Bevo anyway, Merry Christmas, I'm sure.
Merry Christmas, everyone, and have a wonderful Christmas, and probably New Year. You'll see me next.
Yeah.
I might try if I can after Christmas, but it's going to be tricky. So if I don't see you before, have a wonderful Christmas and New Year, and enjoy spending time with loved ones. And this is what Christmas is all about, having time with family and friends and whoever it may be, and enjoy.
Also, as well, before you end, big up everyone who's been watching the actual reactions and little shorts we're doing. About over 3K views on the last 3 shorts combined, which is brilliant. So people are obviously enjoying them, which is very good. So big up to you guys who are enjoying it. I will do one for West Ham, but obviously live outside the ground afterwards, and I'll do one for Forest as well. But yeah, we'll probably a bit of a chill one for Christmas, but then New Year back on it again and going again for sure. So, guys, have a good Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. If we see you again, and we'll see you guys in the New Year for more content to come as well. Take care, all. See you soon. Bye bye.